Once again, welcome you all for the channel. Now let us solve some numericals based on these sequence networks and sequence impedances. The problem is like this. There is 250 MVA, 11 kV, three-phase generator is connected to a large system through a transformer and transmission line. The parameters on 250 MVA base are as follows. It means that we need to consider the base MVA of 250 and the parameters are generator positive negative is 0.15, 0 is 0.1. These are per unit values. Transformer x1 x2 is equal to x0 is equal to 0.1 2. Okay. Transmission line positive negative is 0.25 and 0 is 0.75 per unit. Equivalent system, that is nothing but another maybe generator or motor having x1 x2 and x0 is equal to 0.15 per unit. We need to draw the sequence network diagram for the system and indicate all per unit values. So here let us solve how we need to solve. So generally what we'll do is we'll consider base MVA and the base kV of the system. But if you're looking into that the question, so they are not talking on the MVA base and the kV because they are not mentioned what is the generator voltage and the MVA rating of the all the components. So that's why we are not going with directly. What we'll do is we will directly we are going to draw the sequence networks. Okay, so let us solve that the positive sequence network. Okay, for the generator we need to consider reactance source of EMF, and for a transformer transmission line is just reactance, and equivalent system is like generator. Okay, we should consider series reactance and source of EMF. Okay, so this is what the transformer having the positive sequence of 0.15. Okay, for the transformer it is 0.12, for the transmission line is 0.25, for the equivalent system is 0.15. So this is generator EMF, okay, source of EMF, and this is for the equivalent system. So I told that the negative sequence network is looks like the positive sequence network, but we need to consider that the source of EMF is just short circuited. Okay, so this is what perhaps we can look into that for all the component positive sequence it is same as the negative sequence, so you can make it there the source of EMF is just short circuited. Okay, then we need to draw the zero sequence network. First we need to consider the equivalent system for the generator, then transformer, then the transmission line for the generator. Okay, first we'll look into that. So for the generator is star and grounded. So what we need to do is we are going to close this switch. Okay, here there is a switch here. Okay, series switch we are going to close. And coming to the transformer, okay, primary side is delta, so we need to close the shunt switch. Okay, so if you come across with that where is the shunt switch, okay, we are assuming that so there is a series and the shunt switch. And coming to that secondary side of the transformer is star and grounded. So what will happen, so there is switch is going to get closed across the secondary side. Then okay, then to the transmission line. Okay, we have the transmission line system. Okay, so here this is your transmission line, so this series switch is going to close. Okay, then for the equivalent system it is star grounded. So what will happens, this series switch and this is kind of connected to the system. Okay, so this is how we are going to draw the zero sequence network. Okay, this is simple, so we need to practice once to draw these things. Then coming to the next problem, we have choose a base of 50 MVA on a 220 kV transmission line. So this is what our new MVA and new kV on a transmission line, and mark all the reactances in per unit. Okay, the ratings are given below. Okay, So G1 is 25 MVA, 11 kV, X double dash is 20 percentage. Okay, G2 is 25 MVA, 11 kV, X double dash is 20. Three-phase transformer each having 20 MVA, 11 bar to 20 kV, and X value is 15 percentage. So we need to observe here the negative sequence reactance of each synchronous machine is equal to subtransient reactance. So it means that he is not mentioning that negative sequence reactance. So positive sequence is same as the subtransient reactance, and that is also same as the negative sequence reactance. And the zero sequence reactance of each machine is 8 percentage. So this is very important. Okay, zero sequence reactance of each machine is 8 percentage. Okay, assume that the zero sequence reactance of the line is, okay, line is 250 percentage of their positive sequence reactance. Okay, so we need to draw the array sequence network diagram for this. Okay, so let us solve this. Okay, first what we need to consider is we need to consider the base MVA and the base kV because they have mentioned. Okay, so it is clearly mentioned that 50 MVA 220 kV on the transmission line. Okay, base MVA will become 50 and the base voltage in the transmission line will become 220 kV. So what we'll do is just we need to write what is the base voltage, new MVA base voltage in the transmission line, then mark all the generator ratings. Okay, so this is the word value means by the rating. Okay, and G2 is also 11 kV. Okay, and for the transformer it is 11 bar. Okay, 220 kV. This is also 220 bar 11 kV. Okay, so these are the old values. Okay, look at this, these are old values and this is the new value. So what we need to do is we need to convert these new values onto a generator 1 and generator 2. Okay, so we know this formula that base voltage on G1 low voltage is equal to high voltage new value into the voltage low voltage rating and divided by high voltage rating of the transformer. Okay, we will get 11 kV. And similarly for the G2. So here, so there is no change in the value of old value and the new value. Okay, old value and the new value. Okay, so there is no question about it. Okay, so once we calculated, we need to calculate, once you got the values of the voltage, we need to calculate what is the reactances for the generator, transformer, transmission line, and for the another generator too. Okay, so we need to do calculate the sequence reactance for the generator, positive, negative, and 0. Okay, so positive sequence reactance is equal to xg1. Okay, that is also subtransient reactance on new base. Okay, we know that x double dash is equal to MVA base new by volt into kV base square volt by kV base square new value. New MVA is 50. So this is the 25 MVA is given on the ratings and old values of the voltages and new value 11. So we'll get 0.4 power unit. Similarly for the negative it is same as the positive. No need to calculate that. So because it is mentioned in the numerical, this is nothing but 0.4. And zero sequence reactances for all the generator is 8%. Okay, so we have to consider it is 0.08. Okay, MANU is 50, volt value is 25, and the voltage is 11 by 11 only. So we'll get 0.16 per unit. Okay, so one more thing which we need to look into that. So because the generator is having the neutral reactances, how much it is? 5%. So we have to observe carefully. So that's why we have to calculate what is the XGN. Okay, so that is 5% is nothing but 0.05. New ME is 50, voltage 25, the voltage is same 11 by 11. So we get 0.1 per unit. This is subjected to the generator, these values. Okay, and coming to that, the transformer positive is the same as the negative, that is equal to 0. Okay, because for the static devices it is same. Okay, so we have the formula. Okay, we'll get to 0.15, MVA is 50, new voltage is 20, And the voltages, either you can consider low voltage or high voltages. You can consider ST, that is nothing but transmission line voltage, that is 220 by 220. So you'll get 0.375 per unit. Okay. Then for the transmission line we have the formula. So this is something different because XPU new is equal to X in ohm into MVA base new by K base square, volt means kV base square. Okay. So what is that? Positive is equal to negative is equal to transmission line. Okay. So what is the reactance? 50. New M is 50. And what is the transmission line voltage we have to consider is 220 square. The value will get 0.052 per unit. Then, so what is the zero sequence reactances? It is mentioned in the problem that zero sequence reactance of the transmission line is 250 percentage of their positive sequence reactance. Okay, we got this value. So for this we need to multiply by 250 percentage of that. So that is nothing but 2.5 into 0.052. So we'll get a 0.13 per unit. Okay, because it is mentioned in the data. Okay, so next we need to draw the positive sequence network. So this is look like for the generator, source of EMF and the reactance. For the generator J2 is same. For the transformer just reactance, transmission line just reactance, and for the another transformer. Okay, substitute only the positive sequence reactances values for the positive sequence network. Okay, so this look like this. Okay, and for the negative it is same as the positive, just we need to make it as the source of EMF is just a short circuited. Okay, so you can observe here it is the values are almost same. Okay, then when once we are drawing that zero sequence network, so we have to be very careful. So here look into that the generator G1 having reactance, not only that it is grounded through a neutral reactance. So that's why we have to multiply, means we have to add this value. What is this? So this is nothing but 3 into XEN. Why it is 3? Because there is no phase difference between positive, sorry, A, B and the C value. So it is 3 times of this value. Okay. So what is the value you got? It is a 0.1 multiplied by 3, you will get 0.3. Okay. So 3xn. Then here it is grounded. Okay, it is grounded. So this is series which is get close to the reference. Then transformer, look into this transformer, both the side is grounded, so both the side is series which is get close, and for this transformer as well. And looking into these transformers, okay, these transformers, the primary star not grounded. Not grounded means we are not supposed to close the series switch, it is get open. Okay, it is get open for both the transformers, upper and lower transformers. Okay, then for the generator G2 is grounded through a neutral reactance, that's why we have to consider it is 3 into the ground reactance is 0.1, so you get 0.3. So this is what the zero sequence network is. Okay, so this is how we are going to solve the numericals. Then the next problem is like this. For the power system whose one line diagram which is given, we need to sketch the zero sequence network. So first what we need to do is, once we get the question, we should know that so what they ask. Okay, so do not unnecessarily write all the sequence networks. So be particular about what is the question they are asked. Okay, so just we need to draw zero sequence network for this diagram. Okay, one line diagram. Okay, let's, so how we need to solve this. Okay, generator is grounded through a ground reactance, so x naught for the generator G1, and it is grounded through a neutral reactance, so it is 3 times of x1. Okay, we are going to see close the series switch to the reference. Okay, and for a transformer the primary side is delta, so I told you no, so if it is delta we need to close the shunt switch here. Okay, secondary side is star grounded, so this series switch we are supposed to get close. Then for the transmission line, so this is the reactance of the transmission line. Again we have the transmission line 2, this is the transmission line 2. Okay, then here, okay, transformer T2, the primary is delta. Primary delta means we need to close this shunt switch, not the series switch. Okay, this is series switch, you are not supposed to close that. We need to operate only the shunt switch because of the delta. Okay, secondary is star, so this series switch we need to get close. Okay, and the generator G2 is just star, not grounded. Okay, so this side we are not supposed to close the switch. If it is grounded, then only we need to close the series switch. Okay, coming back to this, the transformer, this transformer is connected between XTL1 and XTL2. Okay, so this is X0 of the transformer T3. 0 is X0 means it is zero sequence reactance. Okay, primary is star, so that's why we need to close the series switch. And secondary is delta, so secondary should connect to the reference. So this is our reference. Then the motor, okay, it is star grounded. Okay, this is X0 of G3. Okay, then this is why it is Xn, because there is a neutral reactance, so you should multiply it by 3 times. Okay, and it is grounded, so that's why we should close the series switch. Okay, so we should have an idea that when we should connect the series switch and the shunt switch. So that's why when we are drawing that zero sequence network, you should be very careful. Then next question we have, obtain the zero sequence diagram for the system. Okay, the solution is like this. Okay, so draw, consider this is our reference. Okay, means ground point, generator G1, G0. Okay, it is grounded, so that's why we are going to close the switch across this point. Okay, then there is a transformer point across the point A and point B. Okay, this is a point X and this is point C. Okay, between A and B you can see here all the transformer, both the primary and secondary, are grounded. Okay, so that's why we are going to close the switch. This is series switch, this is again series switch, this is series switch, this is series switch, and this is series switch. Okay, okay, so here no doubt in that. So then G3, it is star grounded through a neutral reactance. So here ZG0 for the generator G2, and we have to consider it is 3 times of Zn. Okay, 3 times Zn. So here we need to close the switch here. Okay, this is series switch, that's why the current is flowing into the reference line. Then we have between X and C, okay, there is a transformer, the primary star. Okay, primary star. So you can see here it is not grounded, that's why we are going to get open this switch between X and the transformer. What is secondary here? Secondary is delta, so that's why what we need to do is consider the current should go to the reference line or the reference bus, means we should close the shunt switch. This is a shunt switch. Okay, then coming to the transformer, then to the motor. Okay, for this the data is missing, that consider it is star. Okay, not grounded. Okay, star and not grounded. Okay, what will happens here? This is star, not grounded means this switch supposed to be get open. If it is grounded, so then this switch supposed to be get close. Consider the question that draw the sequence network for the system which is shown here. Okay, so we need to draw the sequence network, means that this is the positive, negative, and the 0. Okay, we know that for the positive sequence network, consider that there is a source of EMF and the reactance. For the transformer, just reactance. For the transmission line, it is a reactance. Similarly for the transformer, and for the generator, reactance and source of EMF. Okay, So X1, this is for generator G1, transformer transmission line 1, 2, transformer T2, and for a generator G2. Okay, so this is a positive sequence network. So it is similar to that, the positive we will have the negative, only we need to make it that source of EMF is just short circuited. Okay, then for the zero sequence network we need to be careful that whether it is grounded or not, and whether star or delta we need to observe carefully. Okay, generator G1 is prime, generator G1 star grounded through a reactance. Okay, so this is nothing but grounded through a reactance having that is xn value, we need to multiply it by 3 times. So because of this we need to close this switch. Okay, here the switch means the current is flowing into the reference. Then for the transformer T1 the primary is delta, so this is delta. Okay, we need to close this shunt switch, and the secondary side of transformer is star grounded, so that's how we need to close this series switch. Okay, then for the transformer T2 the primary is star grounded, okay, through a neutral reactance. Okay, through a neutral reactance, so that's why this is a series which is get close, and we are considering that it is a 3xn value. Okay, here this is series which get close. The secondary is delta. Okay, this is delta. So what happens, we need to close this shunt switch. Okay, shunt switch. Then for the generator G2 is star grounded through a neutral reactance. So that's why we have to consider this 3xn, and there is a series which is going to close. That's nothing but the current is flowing into the reference bus. Okay, this is the problem like this. The one line diagram which is shown and the ratings of the devices are given below. So G1 and G2 is 100 MVA, 104 MVA, 11.8 kV, X1, X2 is equal to 0.2, X0 is 0.1. For a transformer T1 and T2, 125 MVA, 11 and 220. So both are star connected. X1 is equal to X2 is equal to X0 is equal to 0.1. T3, T4 is 120 MVA. 230 star, 6.9 is also star. So X1, X2 is equal to X0 is equal to 0.12. For the motor M1, 175 MVA, 6.6. X1 is equal to X2 is equal to 0.3, X0 is equal to 0.15. M2 is 50 MVA, 6.9. X1 is equal to X2 is equal to 0.3, X0 is equal to 0.1. For the transmission and reactances, okay, X1, X2 is 30, X0 is 60. Okay, so draw the sequence impedance network on a per rate base of 200 MVA, 220 kV on the transmission line. Okay, also find the equivalent positive sequence impedance as seen from midpoint of line B. Okay, here you can consider that, so midpoint means here. Okay, you can consider this is a midpoint. Okay, we need to draw the equivalent. So to draw this, what we need to do is first we need to calculate what is the positive sequence network. Okay, then we need to solve it. Okay, let us solve this problem. Okay, what we need to consider is base MVA. So this is the 200 MVA is the base, 220 kV is the transmission line. So first what we need to do is we need to mark what is the transmission line voltage. Okay, so this is the 220 kV is the transmission line voltage. So these are the new values. And coming to the transformer T1 and T2, this is 11 bar, okay, 220, 11 bar 220. And for the generator it is 11.8 kV. Okay, means these are given in a rating. And for the T3 and T4 is 230, okay, 230 bar 6.9. okay, and for the motor M1 it is 6.6 kV. Okay, and for the motor M2 it is 6.9. okay, so these are the old values. Okay, 11.8, 11 bar 220. So this is 230 bar 6.9, this is 6.6, 6.9. So this is a new value. We need to calculate what is the new value on the generator G1 and G2. So this is 220 into what is the rating of transformer, low voltage divided by high voltage. Okay, 11 by 220 will get 11 kV. Okay, so what will happen is this is the new value, 11 kV is the new value on the generator G1. Okay, generator G1, what is meaning that circle? Okay, you are representing that. So this is new value. Okay, so these are old value. Okay, so similarly for the motor M1 and M2, so again 220. Okay, what is the rating of transformer? 6.9 divided by 230, you will get 6.6. Okay, so this is 6.6 kV. So observe here that, okay, for the motor M1 is old value 6.6, new value will become 6.9. Okay, but what will happen, whereas in case of the motor M2, old value 6.9, new value is 6.6. So that's why we have to be very careful here while dealing with that. So similarly for the transformer T3 and T4, look at this. The high voltage side is 230. What is the new value? Is 220. So that's why we have to be very careful while calculating the reactances. Okay, let's solve this. We need to calculate the reactances for the generator G1 and G2 because these are same values. Okay, we know that x1 is equal to x2 is 0.2. New value is 200. What is the old value? Means given on the rating is 104. Okay, this is new by old. Old value is 11.8. New value is 11 square. This is nothing but voltage. 11.8 square. This is 11 square. We will get 0.44 per unit. And for the 0, it is 0.1. So voltage and new MA are what is given for the positive. Okay, it is 0.22. We will get x0. And coming to the transformer T1 and T2, okay, that is x1 is equal to x2 is equal to x0 because it is given. Okay, it is 0.1. New MA base 200. What is the old MA base is 125. Okay, consider this the transformer T1 and T2. You can consider this low voltage side or high voltage side. Consider that low voltage side is 11 by 11, so you'll get 0.16. Okay, and for the T3 you can observe here. Okay, better you can consider this is the high voltage side. This is what we prefer. Okay, and for the T3 and T4 it is x1 is equal to x2 is equal to x0. It is a 0.12. MA base 200. What is the old value is 120. Look at this, kV base core old value is 230 square, new value is 220 square. So we'll get 0.22 per unit. Okay, coming to the transmission line, we have x1 is equal to x2 is x in ohm into MA base new by kV base square. So this is something new. Okay, means something different. J30 for the positive and negative. 200 MA is the new. What is the voltage is 220 square. And x0 value is J60. So this is the new value. kV base square. This is which one we have to consider. What is the base voltages which you are considering. So that voltage we have to consider. Okay. So we'll get 0.248 per unit. Okay. Similarly for the reactance of the motor M1, x1 is equal to x2. Okay. So this is a 0.3. MA base is 200. Old value is 175. Look at this. Old value and new values are same, 6.6 square of this value. Okay, we get 0.342. Similarly for the x0 value, it is J0.15. Okay, 200 by 175. Voltage is same, 6.6 square. Okay, we'll get 0.171. Okay, then for the motor M2, we have to consider positive is equal to negative. Okay, it is 0.3. New MA is 200. What is old value? 50. Look at this. kV base core old value 6.9, new value 6.6. Okay, so we'll get 1.31 per unit. Similarly for the x0 is 0.1. Substitute this value, MVA and the old values of the voltages and new value. So we'll get 0.4372. Okay, for the positive sequence network, we need to draw. Consider that the generator, transformer, transmission line, and for the motors. Okay, so only this is subject to positive sequence network. Okay, so this is the for the generator 1 and this is generator 2. Generator is 1 is connected to a transformer, then these are transmission line, then again we have transformer, then the motor 1 and the 2. Okay, So the consisting of all the values of x1 for the generator, transformer, transmission line, and the transformer and the motor. Okay, and for the negative it is same as the positive, just we need to make it this series which is get, means the source of EMF is just short circuited. Okay, then so this is the figure. Why I'm incorporating, because so we need to draw a zero sequence network. Okay, look at this, generator G1 is star connected. This is the value we need to consider. Okay, this is for the G1. Next we have transformer T1, both primary and secondary is star and grounded. Okay, this is switch, this switch is get closest, means series switch. Again for the transformer T3 you can consider primary star. Okay, means this side is series which is get close, and secondary is delta. What will happens, this we can look at this. So this switch is get close, means there is a shunt here, this shunt switch is get closes. Okay, and the motor is star grounded. Okay, so here this switch is get closes, series switch. Motor M1 is grounded to a star ground. Okay, and for the G2 is just star, not grounded. Okay, that's why we are not closing this series switch. Then the transformer T2 primary is also star, not grounded. Okay, that's why we are not closing this series switch. Okay, and secondary is star grounded, that's why we are closing the switch at this point. Okay, then the transmission line, and for the transformer T4 you can look at this, primary is star grounded, so that's why we need to close the series switch, and secondary is delta, that's why we need to close the shunt switch because this is delta. Okay, then coming back to this is the motor, this is star grounded. Okay, so this is a star, so if it is grounded, so there was a mistake here, so we need to close this switch. Okay, we need to close this switch. So this is what we consider that how we need to draw a positive, negative, okay, and the zero sequence. But the problem not yet completed. What we need to do is, so there is a transmission line at this midpoint. What will happens? Okay, means we need to at this midway. So what is the reactance? Okay, that's what we need to consider. Okay, consider this PSN. Okay, what we need to do is this source of EMF should be get short circuited, and this point 1 to 4 we need to divide it by 2, because why it is, there is a midway. Okay, at the midpoint we need to consider. Okay, exactly at the half. Okay, again redrawing this circuit. Okay, so this is what redrawing this circuit. Okay, for generator G1, G2. Okay, and by adding up all the values you will get. Okay, so this is the midway of the transmission line B. Okay, so consider this is a reference point. Okay, by redrawing this, okay, by hanging up this, so this is the equivalent you will get. So these are the two connected, 0.6 is parallel, so this is a 0.562 and 1.53 is also parallel combination, you get zero point 0.4, this is 0.3. Okay, this is a 0.124, you can look into that. So this is a 0.062, this is a 0.062. Okay, so here what we need to do is just redrawing this. Okay, you can look at, this is a 0.3, this is a 0.4, this is a 0.24, this is 0.062, this is 0.062. Okay, that's fault F, this is N. So here we cannot solve because it is delta, so consider this portion. Okay, upper portion here, this portion. Okay, and convert it into star. So this is what we'll get. So this is delta will become series, means the star. So these are series, these are series, and the parallel combination. Okay, 0.06 and 0.062 will get 1.122. So this is the series. Okay, we'll get, again these two are connected in parallel. Okay, we'll get 0.057, this is a 0.146. So again this is nothing but series combination. We'll get J.203 per unit is the midway, the point of line B. So this is how we need to solve in the examination. So from this we understood that a positive, negative in the zero sequence, how we need to draw, and the importance of zero sequence network when it is grounded and not grounded.